Hello everyone, welcome back to MADRAS VL Vimala channel. In this video, we are going to learn phrasal verbs. What is phrasal verb? A verb that is combined with an adverb or a preposition or sometimes both to give a new meaning which has no connection with the meaning of the words in the phrasal verb. Example, look after, which means taking care of, or put up with, which means tolerate. You could have noticed that there is no connection between the words in the phrasal verb and the meaning of it. Generally, phrasal verbs are categorized into four types. They are separable phrasal verbs, inseparable phrasal verbs, transitive phrasal verbs, intransitive phrasal verbs. Out of these four categories, separable phrasal verbs and inseparable phrasal verbs are the important types to be learnt. Other two types are good to be known. Separable phrasal verbs means a group of words in the phrasal verb shall be separated to bring in the direct object in between. For an example, she bailed him out of prison, which means she paid some money and brought him out of prison. Here, the expression bailed out is split, separated, and the direct object him has been brought in between. So that's the reason it's called as separable phrasal verbs. And the second one is inseparable phrasal verbs. Means a group of words in the phrasal verb has to be used as a whole and should not be separated. Example, they called off the event at the last moment, which means they cancelled the event at the last moment. The third one, transitive phrasal verbs are object demanding as well as separable. Example, take off your jacket or take your jacket off, which means remove your jacket. You could have noticed that this sentence demands an object at the end. At the same time, the phrasal verb can also be separated or split to bring in the object in between. That's the reason the two ways of saying is given, that is take off your jacket or take your jacket off. Both the ways it can be said. The fourth category is intransitive phrasal verbs. Intransitive phrasal verbs are not object demanding. Example, the flight took off on time. That means the flight left the ground on time. Please note that the phrasal verb take off is used both as a transitive and intransitive. And while using it with intransitive meaning, the words in the phrasal verb take off are clubbed together as one word. And the next one is the car broke down suddenly, which means the car failed to work suddenly. As we have learnt what is phrasal verb and its types, let's move on to a fantastic segment of learning 10 phrasal verbs related to food and cooking, which we use on our everyday life. The first one is boil down, meaning reduce the amount of boiling liquid by allowing it to boil it still more, which means allowing it to boil further and further and making it to reduced in the quantity and making it to be thick in consistency. That process is called as boiling down. An example, boil the sugar syrup till it gets a thick consistency. Second one is boiling over, which means a liquid be let to boil and flow over the sides of a pan. We generally do it as a mistake in the kitchen, where we would have missed to see the boiling of the milk. An example is, don't let the milk boil over. The third expression is bolt down, which means to eat very quickly. We generally do this mistake when we are in a hurry to go to office in the morning. An example here is, Aaron was in a hurry, so he bolted down his breakfast and rushed to his office. The fourth expression is cut down on, which means to reduce the amount of something, to consume less, usually to improve one's health. Example, Susan is trying to cut down on the amount of sweets she eats. Fifth expression is cut off, which means to remove parts of the food by cutting it. Example, Razak cuts off the stem from spinach before cooking it. And the sixth expression is eat out, which means to eat in the restaurant or a cafe. An example is, our doctor instructed us not to eat out. And the seventh expression is eat up, which means to eat all the food on his or her plate. An example, Roger is a good boy. He has eaten up all his food. The next expression is mix in, which means to add a liquid or some other substance to another. For an example, mix in oil and maida to prepare dough for a paratha. You must have understood the oil and maida are different kinds of substance which are blended together. Such a action is called as mixing in, where we can use this expression mix in. And the next expression is whip up. To whip up is to quickly make a meal or something to eat. An example is, she whipped up a delicious dinner for us in 10 minutes. So you could have understood, whip up means making the dish as quickly as possible. There are other meanings also, like exciting. And the final expression is warm up, which means to heat food that has already been cooked. There are other meanings also available for the same expression. Let's limit ourselves to this theme of food and cooking. An example is, you can just warm up the leftovers from yesterday's meal in the microwave. I hope you have enjoyed learning all the 10 phrasal verbs on food and cooking. Let's have self-check questions to have check on our understanding on what we have learnt. Mention whether each statement is correct or incorrect. The first one is, she boils down the milk to thin its consistency. The second one is, he bolted down his lunch and had stomach ache. The third one is, Sundar cuts down on bitter gourd to reduce his high blood sugar. Fourth one is, Sunita ate out continuously and that made her to fall sick. Fifth one is, in the cold weather, she warms up the food, which consequentially makes the food inconsumable. You may mention all the above 5 statements are correct or incorrect in the comment box. We will be eager to see your answers. If you are new to this channel, please do subscribe, like, share and comment the video. Thanks for watching this video till the end of it. Until we meet in the next video, take care.